Hey, what's up, Think Wealthy fam? Making money or building wealth has a lot more to do than just how much you make. But one of the things I think they get overlooked a lot is how much you keep. So in this video, I want to talk about the 40% rule, a principle that has been taught for a long time, but how you should be applying this. You might want to consider applying this in the new year so that you can keep more money, begin to build more wealth, retire earlier, create enough passive income so you can live life on your own terms. Let's roll. Hey, what's up? My name is Ellis, entrepreneur, full-time real estate investor, and I learned this principle. It's been, probably made more famous recently by a mentor of mine, Grant Cardone, but this has been taught for ages, and it is the 40% rule. And essentially the 40% rule is this, is that you need to learn how to save or invest 40% of your income. That might sound like a lot for some of you. Maybe most of us look at our budget and say, man, I'm only saving 5, 10, 15%. I mean, most Americans probably save less than 5% of their income.
You may be right.
And the challenge here is why 40% is extreme. It sounds crazy, but it is doable. It is doable. When you look at a budget, typically you have one line for what? Income. And then you have 50 lines for what? Expenses. Think about how much more time we spend on expenses versus income. And so if you want to get to the 40% rule where you could literally save 40% of your income, put into investment so that you can build your cash flow, retire early or whatever, we need to be spending more time on that top line income. How do we reduce more income? So I give you a great example. I know right now that our monthly spending in our household is about $10K a month. That's what it costs for us to live in San Diego, to really want to live where we want and have the type of lifestyle we want right now. Honestly, I feel like we're balling on a budget still. However, I know that it costs us $10K to live. If I want to be able to save or invest 40% of my income, we need to be paying ourselves $200K a year. That's going to allow us to pay ourselves 40%, right? And be able to spend the other, whatever that is, 60%, on our lifestyle, on our budget. So the question I'm asking myself is, how do I get to a point where we can pay ourselves $200K a year? That's the only question in my mind now. If I want to follow the 40% rule, it's how do I increase my income to be able to get to that level? Instead of, well, what do I cut? I mean, yes, there are things that might need to be cut, but I already know. And we've been doing this for 6, 8 months. I know what it costs us to live. That really can't go down much further if we want to continue to live the lifestyle we want to live. So instead of trying to, kill ourselves from cutting our expenses, I want to talk about how do we increase our income. And this is the trick. This is the real secret for you, for me, for everyone. Expenses can only go down to what? 0. But income is infinite. It's determined on the value that you create in the world. Income, money is tied to value. And so for me and my wife, we're asking the question, how do we create more value? Right? How do we build our businesses or create more products and throw out more offers so that our income can increase? We can get to this 40% rule. Why? So that we can invest more in real estate. You know me, I love passive income through real estate. We want to put more and more into passive income, passive income producing real estate, so that eventually that passive income pays us. And we don't have to keep continuing to create offers and figure out how do we make more money. We're living off the passive income. So what's the big takeaway here? Listen, you need to sit down and figure out, one, what does it cost for me to live, right? If you don't know that, figure that out. Spend the next 2 or 3 months tracking your budget and figuring out, what are my monthly expenses? What is realistic for me to live on a month-to-month basis? And like I said, don't crush yourself. Just figure out what that is, because step number 2 is then, okay, if it costs you 5, 6, 10K, maybe more to live, then you got to figure out, what do I got to get my monthly income or my annual income to be so that I can begin to save or put away 40% into investing and live off the rest. This is the 40% rule. I guarantee you, if you follow this, you will be financially free in no time. Spend some time this month really considering, how do I increase incrementally my income over the next 12 months? Make sure you think wealthy.